Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Roman Real Style. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the Dopp kit. Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. By doing that, these videos come right to you. In addition, if you like this, if you find it useful, the like button is right down there, and I would appreciate the like. Also, if you want to learn more about men's style, I just recently updated my free 47-page ebook on men's style, got rid of the blank pages, made it even better. And so you can grab that just by, there's a link right down below this, and it will take you to the page in which you can download that and jump onto my free newsletter. So let's go ahead and start talking about the Dopp kit. All right, now here is a Dopp kit, basically a very simple bag, and it's used for holding your toiletries. And in fact, it's got quite a few names. So you'll hear toiletry bag, bathroom bag, toilet kit, soap kit. This thing has really become popular. Well, the story goes back to there was a German immigrant, I believe it was Charles Dopp, and before World War II, he developed this bag. What happened in World War II is that he got a contract with the U.S. military, and literally millions of these bags were issued to GIs. So we come back from World War II, well, not we, I was, my grandfather was there, but I wasn't. But it was one of those things that people got used to having that. It made sense, and we'll talk about why it makes sense. But they came back with that habit. Millions of them were sold. Now Samsonite owns the Dopp brand, but there are many companies such as Blue Claw Company, who is kind enough to support this video, and they make great Dopp kits. So let's go ahead and talk about what makes a great Dopp kit. Well, I've got 4 things which I really look for on a Dopp kit, and the first one is going to be a tough outer exterior. So this one uses ballistic nylon, and again, this is the Bay Head bag made by Blue Claw Company, and this uses a ballistic nylon that's really tough. I mean, I could probably, I don't know, sit on this and get dragged by my truck for a while and be okay. I don't know how far, and I'm not going to test that. But the other thing is the inside of this. You can't, I don't know if you can see it, but it is, it's waterproof. So why is that important? Because if you're putting shampoo bottles, if you're putting shaving cream, anything in here, which in a sense could leak or could bust open, or any type of lotion, all of a sudden you're not going to have to worry about it getting on your clothing. And you may not think, you may think, okay, Ziploc bags are going to be fine. Why would I go out and spend money on a Dopp kit? Well, you're going to have, let's just say, you know, they're not always very careful with your luggage in the airports or some of these other places, and you're going to find that whenever you do need this, if you don't think ahead and you don't protect your clothing, you're just going to have that instance. And I've had it happen to me when you open up your suitcase and you're like, oh, you know, why didn't I think to make this investment? The best thing about this, and I'm going to get to the third and fourth point here in a second, is that I love if you buy a quality Dopp kit, initially you're never going to have to buy one again. And just to give you an example, I've had this bag since I was 16. I don't like the look of it, and I think it's a bit overcomplicated. This one has 3 pouches, but yeah, if you buy a quality Dopp kit, when you first get started, you're going to have this thing for 30 to 40 years. I can't imagine how it would get destroyed. Okay, so the last 2 things that I'm looking for in a quality Dopp kit are going to be portability, and so you don't want something really large. The great part about this size is that you're limited by the size. So you're not, you know, no matter how much stuff you stick in here, it's just not going to get bigger. And by that, it makes sure that it's portable. And I like a simple, good-looking design. And the reason I like this is there is something to aesthetics. And the reason I don't like this bag is it's incredibly ugly. And it's not a simple design. It's got 3 openings, which this opening actually has 2 pockets. And I have actually, here's a funny story. I opened this up, I don't know, maybe it was a couple months ago, and I found something in here that I hadn't seen for probably 15 years. Yes. It was just, I don't even know if it's, there were probably things, yeah, no, that's just a piece of paper. No, there were probably things still hidden in this Dopp bag, because it's not simple and it's not classic. And again, this is the basic design that Charles Dopp came up with. I mean, not super complicated. And I think this is something classic that you should stick with. So keep it, make sure you've got a good, tough exterior. Make sure the inside is waterproof. Make sure that it is a small, compact design, and keep it stylish. So that summarizes the Dopp kit. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Maybe you've got a particular brand or company that you've been very happy with. And if you want to learn more about Dopp kits, make sure to go to the link down below. I'm going to link you to an article, and we go over this in much more detail. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.